Guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Judith and here on YouTube I'm Ada Series. You are highly welcome to my channel. I'm a YouTuber based in Delta State, Nigeria. If you are seeing my face for the first time or you are coming across my video for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Please consider subscribing to this channel. I beg you in the name of God, subscribe to my channel. Yeah guys, I know from the title of this video you guys must have known what this video is all about. We're going to be talking about exclusive breastfeeding and formula feeding of a baby, and I'm also going to be sharing my experience, what I experienced trying to breastfeed my baby exclusively. So sit back and watch.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you.
Welcome back guys. Before I got married, exclusive breastfeeding was a no for me. It was a no for me. I normally see it as a punishment to a mom and her baby. That's the way I see breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, without knowing the health benefits. So when I got married, I got pregnant, I started going for antenatal. I gave birth in a general hospital, and in the general hospital where I gave birth, before we see our doctors, the nurses there would normally give us what's it called, health talk. They lecture us on what you are supposed to know as a mom to be and what you are supposed to know as a mom already. And that, I love that about that hospital. I really love that about the hospital. So the nurses there kept on hammering on exclusive breastfeeding. I was like, never, I'm not going to try this. You are talking to yourself. You guys are talking to yourself, because I don't have that strength. I cannot do it. But as time goes on, they were sharing with us how it's beneficial to the baby, the kind of things, how it's beneficial to the baby, both the baby and the mom. I was like, interesting. After some time, I decided that I would breastfeed my baby exclusively for 6 months. So when I gave birth to her, on the 9th of May 2021. That was last year. When I gave birth to her, I didn't produce breast milk immediately. It took like about 5 days before I started producing breast milk. And by then, my mom has already come, and she has already started cooking all these orishi that they normally cook for a new mom. So before for a new mom, before you know it, I started producing breast milk. And I told my husband to get me a formula so that I can be able to feed the baby, but my baby was so hungry at that time. So my husband bought the formula. I fed my baby with formula. So when my breast milk started coming out, I dumped the formula and we embarked on the journey of exclusive breastfeeding. But the worst happened along the line. I couldn't eat anymore. I lost my appetite. I find it difficult to eat. As a breastfeeding mom, you understand now, where if you don't feed enough, if you don't feed well, how do you expect your breast milk to flow? It's not possible. So it was so frustrating, so disastrous. My baby cries up and down. It turns like a punishment to every member of my family and to my baby as well, and even me. At some point, it started causing quarrel between I and my mom. She was like, you have refused to eat. You are not feeding well. Why are you punishing yourself and punishing this baby at the same time, all in the name of exclusive breastfeeding? I was like, mommy, leave it for me. I want to do it. That's what I want for my baby. And really, that was my plan, to breastfeed her at least for 6 months exclusively. But it didn't happen. It was not funny at all. My baby cries literally all the time. After breastfeeding her, before you know it, she's already crying for another food. I was like, what's going on? I remember talking with my doctor. My doctor was like, I should calm down, that it happens, especially to new moms. Though that first few weeks after delivery, that most women lost their appetite. And that's because of the pains and the stress they pass through after delivery, that I should just relax, that with time I will start producing breast milk. So he said that with time, he said I should relax, that with time I will adjust. So I was patiently waiting for me to adjust till my baby clocked 2 months, and we went for immunization. I got to meet the women that I gave birth with the same day in the same hospital. You guys, you need to see their babies. Oh Jesus, their babies were far bigger than my baby. I was highly disappointed. If I tell you that their babies are the same age with my baby, you will say it's a lie, because my baby was so small. Oh God, I was ashamed of myself. I was really ashamed of myself. So right there in the hospital, I decided that I'm not going to continue again. I quit. Yeah, I quit from the exclusive breastfeeding. So when we got home, I got a formula for my baby. I started feeding her with formula. You guys need to see my baby after feeding with formula. Oh Jesus, my baby slept. Okay, first of all, if you see the way she rushed this food there, she rushed it as if her life depends on that formula at that point. And after feeding her, she slept for like 3 hours without waking up. I was like, so this baby can actually sleep for this long. So that was how I ended up not fulfilling my promise. But it wasn't easy for me at all. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't working for me. And since formula was an option for me, I decided to introduce formula. Deep down in me, that's not what I want. Believe me, trust me, that's not what I want. That was how we continued. My baby started taking the formula till she clocked 6 months, and I started feeding her with formula. But that doesn't mean she's not on breast milk now. Yeah, of course she's 9 months old. I still breastfeed her, but not as frequent as exclusive breastfeeding baby. Yeah, so she's still on breast milk, and that's how I will continue until she clock 1. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, guys. You guys, if you are hearing any noise from the background, just know it's my baby. She's here with me and she has refused to sleep, and I really need to film this video. Let's continue. Yeah, now we are going to be talking about breastfeeding and formula. Number one thing about breast milk is that breast milk is nutritious. Yeah, breast milk is highly nutritious, because the number of nutrients, calcium, vitamins that are being added to formula is nothing to compare to the one in breast milk. Yeah, you can never compare formula with breast milk. I mean, not at all. Another thing is that it creates bond. Yeah, breastfeeding creates bond between the mom and the child. Yeah, that's what breastfeeding does. Another thing is that breast milk is free. Yeah, I mean, they don't sell breast milk in the market. I have not heard that they sell breast milk in the supermarket or in the market. All you have to do is just feed well, make sure you take a lot of fluid, and you will definitely produce enough breast milk. Another thing here is that it helps in reducing the belly fat after delivery. That is on the side of the mom. Yeah, research has made known that after delivery, when a mom is breastfeeding her baby, especially that first few weeks after delivery, you will notice a slight pain in your tummy. Yeah, you notice a slight pain in your tummy. That's the uterus going back to its normal place. The last thing is that mothers who breastfeed has the lower risk of breast cancer. Yeah, research has also made known that mothers who breastfeed has the lower risk of cancer. So that's enough reason for you to consider breastfeeding. So talking about formula, number one thing about formula is that formula is expensive. Yeah, formula is expensive. I mean good formula in the market. You guys know how much it costs in the market now. So think of it. If you consider breastfeeding your baby for 6 months, do you know how much cost you saved yourself? Yeah, just think about it. So that's enough reason for you to breastfeed your baby. The second thing is that it helps baby stay fuller for long. Yeah, formula helps your baby stay fuller for long. The baby will just sleep, and you even have time to do most of the things that you need to do around the house. Another thing is that anyone can feed the baby. Yeah, anyone can feed the baby. You can share feeding responsibility with your partner, your nanny, or even the baby older sibling. Yeah, anybody can help in feeding the baby. Yeah, anybody can also help in feeding baby if you are breastfeeding, but that's in the case of using breast pump. Yeah, if you pump the breast milk out, someone can also help in feeding the baby. The last thing about formula is that formula doesn't digest easily. Yeah, trust me guys, formula doesn't digest easily. Most of the time it causes stomach upset, gas, and it can also cause constipation. Yeah, formula causes constipation because most of the time we don't know the quantity of water to add to the formula. At the end of the day, it turns out being a problem for the baby, either causing stomach upset and whatnot. So if you are a mother and you are watching me right now, I want you to share with me in the comment section your thoughts about exclusive breastfeeding and formula feeding of a baby. And if you actually did exclusive breastfeeding, whether if it works for you or not. I need to know. Share all that with me in the comment section. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.